Hi, I'm Melinda Lerner, owner of Blair Management. You're watching Focus on Management on the Virtual Channel Network. I've tried to do it in the past, and it a lot of times doesn't work unless they're here for a certain amount of time. Same day auditions come up, and it's too difficult. And if they're bi-coastal and they happen to be there for a project, I can't speak for everybody, and I know they do that a lot with kids, but for me, it just doesn't work. Yeah, Orange County, yeah, we're good. Oh my God, yes, I encourage them constantly. I mean, when I'm first in the first interview process with a potential client, I say to them, are you submitting yourself through Actors Access and the other resources? Are you in showcases? Are you involved in a theater group? Are you in the Groundlings? Are you in Second City? Are you in workshops? Do you go to workshops, casting director workshops? Absolutely. There's no reason they should not be doing something acting-wise all the time. Yes, all the time. And, agents have gotten better. If I call up and introduce myself as our mutual clients manager, a lot of times it's always great. How you doing? And maybe it's only been one or twice. Well, you better not be submitting them this way or that way. But for the most part, I love all the agents I'm working with, and I am always constantly wanting to deal with more agents and have more relationships because I was an agent and I love them. And that's such a great question because in my first interview with a potential client, I'll get to know them, they'll get to know me, and that is one thing that I touch on all the time. So I am a manager, and our general commission fee is 15% of all gross income. That is before taxes. And what I mean on all gross income, television, cable, print, anything on film, anything on video, music videos, anything you want to tap into nowadays in the industry today. So if I get you a job and it's booked through me, I will take my 15%. It matters how I represent across the board. So if you have a commercial agent and you book a commercial through me, the check is going to come to me because all my clients sign a check authorization form. Then the check will come to me. I take my 15% and then send it to your agent, who will in turn take their 10% and send it to you. If you book a job through an agent, they will take their 10% and then send it to me. I will take my 15% and then send it to you. I sign 1 year, and mine were in my contract. It's very general management agreement. We're not taking anybody's firstborn. It's just really cut and dry. I sort of already knew some managers from when I was an agent. But I'm friends with Richard Delancey, who's a wonderful guy, and I also know another wonderful manager, Linda DiFilippo of DC Talent. But there is the TMA, Talent Managers Association, and they're a great way to meet other managers. I'm not a member, but it's a wonderful organization, and I've been to a lot of their events. Well, again, in this business, it is all about building relationships, whether it's, with actors or agents or casting directors. And casting directors, you build relationships by your talent booking with them, which they love, or pitching, or you can go to your workshops, and if they're having one or a showcase or something, trying to get them to come by, or it happens in some different ways and not actually the way that you think it happens. I happen to have met Joey Paul Jensen, who is absolutely wonderful and great, by something else, and then just other casting directors. It's all been, and some of them the TMA. an event talent manager association. So it's all about just building relationships, I guess, with casting people in any way that you can. It is an art, and I don't know if I perfected it, but by going to casting symposiums, and that's another way of building relationships with casting people, some of them will say same day pitching is fine. And then you can submit in the morning and call late afternoon. They go, oh, we haven't even done that yet. Or you go from the next day, you go back on your submissions and you try to pitch, and then, oh, we already did that session. So I think I'm still trying to figure out the art, but it's just, again, trial and error. You just do it. And that's building and building and building relationships. And, they get to know you by doing that. And if you pitch them somebody and they book it, they're going to take your pitches from then on. Most of the time, the casting director is not the person you get. You get an assistant or associate, and they just say, okay, thank you for calling. We're going to pitch it on. Yeah, I mean, this business is all about rejection on all ends of it, not just on the acting end. So, it gets discouraging, and then I just have to keep going because if, a lot of times you can get that person who goes, oh, yeah, and they don't even acknowledge, they don't even basically say goodbye. They just hang up. So it definitely can be like an audition, a cold read.